Good day, guys. So welcome to the unboxing of the KZ 10th Anniversary ESX, brought to us by KZ official store themselves. So you can buy this at their official website and Shopee if you're living in the Philippines at around 800 or 900 pesos, or approximately $20 American, that is. So let's unbox this thing and let's see what it sounds like. So here's the box. As you can see, the front cover featuring 10th, maybe signifying the 10th anniversary of KZ Acoustics since their inception. So here is the IEM illustration, or rather a photo of the faceplate and the side profile saying KZ ESX, the 10th anniversary sincere. So maybe they're alluding to the recent controversy of their drivers, or maybe I don't know. They don't usually put sincere work in their front covers. So alloy crack front cover, maybe it alludes to this design over here. Built-in 12mm super dynamic unit, so it's a single TDIM. So what you see in the box is par in course with any KZ IEM. The size of the box, very standard for a KZ IEM. So let's see. Here we see first glance of the IEM itself. Looks very good, and there's, I don't know still if this is a chocolate coin or a true metal coin. So let's see. KZ ESX 10th anniversary edition. Don't forget the purpose of using earphones is to enjoy music. Pretty funny slogan over there, but yeah, I can't do anything about it. So here, typical KZ unboxing. Front cover, plastic. Here's the IEM itself. It's pretty similar to what we see in the front cover. The front faceplate seems to be an alloy metal. Seems very sturdy in itself. So what we can see in the front cover is that it has a more chrome trimming. Like there's a term for this in guitars, wherein they put different color or different sheen to the outer edges of the faceplate. So that type of technique was also used here. So as you can see, the front faceplate is more matte than the edges. As you can see, it's more chrome. Yeah. KZ logo over at top, similar to the left side. You can see at the back it's transparent plastic. I don't know if this is the same medical resin grade material used in the previous KZ releases, but seems to be like it, but it's more lightweight. You can see the 12mm dynamic single dynamic driver here. So let's see if this coin is truly a metal one or not. So yeah, it's a metal one. This is not a chocolate coin. So you can see KZ. Let's focus over here. It seems to not focus here. KZ Acoustics at the back with the website, and at the front signifying 10 and some frequency. Only I can assume these are frequency waves at the back, and 10 at the foreground. So it's very shiny and very chromy, so it tends to pick up a lot of fingerprints, as you can see here. Yeah. So yeah, I don't have, if you're familiar with the Philippine peso coin, so here's a new 1 peso coin from the Philippines. So size comparison with the coin that KZ gives you, so it's around 10% smaller. So yeah, that's a nice freebie to celebrate their 10th anniversary. Here's the ear tips, and only I can show this is the garbage quality we seem to get from KZ, so this goes straight into garbage after I test those. So for the cable, yeah, it's the typical KZ cable we see today in their releases, C-pin type. Yeah, and it has a mic too with the button on it. Oh, we get a letter of thanks from KZ. So you can pause the video right here if you want to read their message. The sudden change up in angle, I lost storage space in my camera. So here's the letter again. So make the letter as you will, interpret it as you will, but from what I see, this is a thanks and a sorry too. So yeah, it's very actually nice for KZ to do that, despite for making more damage to their name. So at least they gave us a somewhat of a letter for it. Yeah, warranty card. So this is what we typically see from KZ releases. So that's the unboxing. So I will cut this vid, so I will make a first impressions of it. First impressions of the KZ ESX. So for people that don't like to watch this video or be bothered by watching a longer version of me explaining the first impressions, I will write a TLDW, or too long didn't watch post, so for you just to read it rather than watching this video. So for people with short attention span, so that's for you. So for the build quality first, the KZ ESX seems to be in my opinion, the top most in build quality from the KZ collection I have. So it mainly stems from the metal faceplate, so it provides a lot of heft to the IEM. So it's not very heavy, but it certainly passes my so-called heft test. So it's pretty hefty and feels very good price to value ratio. So metal faceplate certainly, wait, let me focus on it right here. It's very nice. The cracks, and I think this is indicating from the box, this is an alloy with resin in it. So pretty new craftsmanship from KZ. I haven't seen them doing this kind of techniques in their build, so it's pretty refreshing to see them in action right here. So for the sound, let's go to the bass response first. So if you're familiar with the EDA balanced or the EDA heavy bass version, so this KZ ESX sounds very similar to them. But if you know EQing, so just put a low shelf and ramp it like +5 decibels. That's what ESX sounds like. The EDA balance with the bass response amp around 5 decibels up. So it's pretty good. In my opinion, this is really the pinnacle of what KZ's in-house sound really sounds like. So it's a perfect refinement of their well-known V-shaped sound that people may like or people may don't like. So it depends on your tastes. So for the bass response, it's very big, it's very resonant and very punchy. So that's what you expect from a V-shaped sound, but it's a more refined take on it. So for the mids, yes, it's pretty much buried in the mix, but not that much. So the EDA balance still wins over, in my opinion, in the mid response, but the ESX isn't a won't show some slack either. So yeah. For the treble response, so that's what we typically hear from KZ, the spicy treble. It's not sibilant. That I haven't seen the graphs of the KZ ESX, but it's not very peaky as we can typically see and hear in graphs. So it's not sibilant, but it sometimes get very spicy from what I say. I'm not very familiar with more technical terms, but that's how I want to describe it, as spicy treble response. So it's not sibilant, but it really gets in top of your ears if you're treble sensitive. So yeah, this is probably my most favorite KZ IEM when in terms of their in-house sound. That's very good coming from them that it's their 10th anniversary IEM versions of the ESX. So yeah, it's a very pretty cohesive sound. It's probably my favorite KZ in-house sound tuning in my collection of their IEMs. So I will write a more detailed review once I burn into its sound and get used to it. Yeah. So thank you and have a good day. Goji here. Bye.